Hello and welcome back to Tywin Lannister. Last time we looked into some of our options for what we're going to do, and just as a little recap, we're looking at getting rid of Tyrion. Tyrion is a thing we may want to get rid of. We do have a wife now because our widow trait went away naturally, and I decided that was a good point to remarry. We married into the Wents. The Wents currently control Harrenhal, and in fact we should get an alliance with them if they would take it. They would. So that will give us a good alliance if we ever decide to go against Robert. So we now have alliances with Stannis and with the Wents. Which, if we have a look at men here, Stannis brings 1.8, which isn't a lot, but you may get some support. And then we have Walter, who has 6.2, and we currently have 27. So we're bringing the main bulk, so that's like 35,000. Robert currently has a maximum of 194,000 troops, which is quite a lot, but actually Robert doesn't have that many because he needs to get all of these different houses in. And if we can get these, like, not all of them like Robert currently. If we have a look at this, we actually have Jon Arryn. Jon Arryn's the one who actually likes him. Then we've got Mace, who's not really into him. We have Hoster, who's not really into him. We have Robb, who's not really into him. We have Doran, who's not really into him, and we have Quellen, who is incapable but also has an heir who's not into him. And most powerful in the north isn't really into him. Actually, I didn't notice if we just kept going right, we would actually reach vassals of vassal. Oh wait, these aren't vassals of vassals. It's because the Boltons are currently at war for the north. Well, they're at war for Carhold, claiming the north anyway. Anyway, so that's part of our plan. We're also maybe going to look into some some favor for, like, get some moral authority. Not entirely sure how we're going to go about doing that, mainly because well, what we need to do to get that is we need like holy wars and things. That's the main way of getting moral authority, or like we just need piety of the High Septim. Our High Septim right now is not very pious, so maybe what we might want to do is we might want to actually like, we might want to try and make the heir somebody who's very pious. Like, try and get a pious person who we can put a campaign behind in the Council of the Most Devout. Because right now, our next expected one is Septim Damien, who's not very pious. So maybe if we were to get a new Septim in who we thought would be more pious, that could work. I don't know. It's kind of difficult. We have married Lady Paramount Dana Went. Oh, she wasn't Lady Paramount until she married us. We've married Dana Went. It's customary for a dowry to be paid to the groom's house, so we can either say we would like it or respect people's wealth. We'll take the money. My lord, Lord Walter has sent you the customary amount in gold and silver for the bride's dowry, and now the ceremony can take place. That seems fair. And he accepted our proposal for an alliance. I believe that we can now host a wedding feast, which we will do. I have given orders for a grand ceremony and feast to be hosted in King's Landing in honour of myself and Lady Paramount Dana Went. Okay. Let's see how this goes. Yes, we got the faction event, which I'm still not entirely sure how it works, because it seems to bug out every time. The best part about hosting a wedding is The best part about holding a wedding is organising the whole event. I should really not have recorded this episode. A little bit tired. We'll spend enough to make it nice. We're not going to be stingy, but we'll spend enough. Most of the preparations have been made, now only have sent out the invitations. Perfect. Dear Lord Paramount Tywin, I thank you for your invitation, but I'll not be able to attend the wedding. In fact, I refuse to set my foot in the same castle as you. I assume that just means he's busy. Yeah, he's being raided. It's not that he doesn't want to come, it's just that he can't. Lord Leo Lefford may just not like us. Yeah, a whole bunch of people aren't coming, actually. Okay. Not really a problem, but we'll see. Tleos Frey and Jane Darry had the most... like, that name is weird. Euphorenzine? Maybe? I don't know. That's a very weird name for a Frey. Anyway. The wedding day is upon us. Soon I'll be wed to Lady Paramount Dana in the sight of all lords of Westeros. Guests have finally arrived. All is ready. The servants have worked day and night to prepare and decorate the dance hall. Lady Paramount Dana's gown is splendid, and the castle's never looked lovelier. We got the faction event again. I mean, we'll try. Let's try it. Increase council power. Let's try and we would like to restart the faction. Said we were given the unique power to restart the faction. How? I mean, we could leave, and we can restart the increased council power. Doesn't seem to do anything. You're a stand before the gods to take a holy vow of marriage with Dana Went. Great lords and ladies of the Westerlands, look on as I drape the arms of House Lannister around my bride to finally seal our marriage. Right. Let's see. Maybe this will disappear and then we can start our own faction. It doesn't seem to be working at all, so we'll just join that faction again. Having been insulted and been the butt of jokes for far too long, my patience with my court jester was beginning to run out. One last joke, and I don't know what I will do. Probably imprison him, I guess, would be the answer. Oh, he's not actually in our prison? That's disappointing. Hoping we could do something like execute him or something. Guess not. The feast is winding down now, only the bedding remains. Tywin and Dana are stripped of all garments by the revelers, make many a bawdy joke along the way. They are then finally bundled into their bedchamber where they are finally left alone. A fine tradition. Okay. During a visit to Pit Hill, Lady Kyra of Tarbeck Hall and her entourage were accosted by brigands who made off with several valuables. Efforts to catch the thieves have failed, and Lady Kyra is now demanding compensation from Master Tommen of Pit Hill. The matter has been brought for arbitration at your court. So, Master Tommen of Pit Hill is directly underneath us, I believe. Yep. He, our opinion of him is alright. And then we have Lady Kyra of Tarbeck Hall, a Hamel. Our opinion of her is alright. She is it's not as high as him, but they're both pretty low. And she is a higher ranked person. Okay. It seems fair. Master Tommen will pay for what is lost. How much money does he have? He has a fair amount of money, yeah. Master Tommen can hardly be held responsible for this theft. Or I'll personally compensate her. I think we're going to make Master Tommen pay, and my logic for this is that we'd be trying to say that perhaps he should have done a better job defending his realms. Otherwise, this wouldn't have happened. I think that's where we'll go with that one. Today, my brother, Lord Garyon, asked me for a fief of his own to govern. You are not yet ready, and we have nothing to give you. The morning after the wedding feast is coming, all lords and ladies are finally making their way home. All agree it's a fine celebration, and many predict the newlyweds shall be most content. I had fun, and so did everyone else. Okay. Let's check if the event fired on our wife. No, she did not become pregnant. Okay. Demand abdication, host attorney. I think we're gonna have to wait for something to happen in the Iron Throne for us to actually, like, demand anything. We have to wait for his power to drop, or at least maybe for some of the realm to separate. I don't know. We'll see. I think the Iron Isles, I think Lord Paramount Quellen dying is going to be the opportunity where, like, that'll bring a lot more power to a lot of the factions because the Iron Isles will actually join them. The ones who ridicule Tyrion for his weakness are getting more and more scornful. Their escalating ridicule has made Tyrion unable to ignore it anymore. He's begged for me to help. I shall show Tyrion how to fight myself. I'll speak up for the child and stop the ridicule. Or, don't you worry about it, it will be better soon. I guess we'll teach him how to... I don't know, teach him how to fight seems like an option that would be fine. I don't think that we want to speak up for him. Because that's not really where we would... I don't think that's going to work. Maybe we just let him have the chance of becoming humble. I mean, that's alright. Don't you worry about it, it'll be better soon. Maybe? Maybe we want to stop the ridicule because we don't want the Lannisters being ridiculed as a whole. I don't know. It's not a great option for any of these, actually. I don't think any of them fit. I guess we'll just say, don't you worry about it. He's gained the humble trait. He seems so modest and polite. I mean, not really, but it'll work. It'll work for just now. Oh, we have someone who needs educated. Tywin Lannister, he needs an education focus. I think we're going for stewardship there. I'll be fine. Okay. Lord Willem of Tendering is going to be bizarre and repulsive evidence concerning Lord Sanchor of Longmount's sexual preferences. How shall I use this juicy information? My spy master. Well, we can either expose and denounce him publicly, give me a reason to arrest him. My opinion of him is pretty low, but he probably does a good job. Do you have anybody who's better at the job? Like, is he replaceable? He is definitely replaceable. Very much so. Well, if he's replaceable, that's an option. He is a broom, however, and we do have another broom on our council as well. We have Benedict Broom. If we got rid of him, though, we like Benedict a lot more. That would put Benedict in charge of tendering, which might be a good idea. We'll give him a reason to arrest him. We will now imprison him. We have 52% chance. If we fail him... Wait. Using this option will increase your tyranny. Well, we just got a reason to imprison him, did we not? It was a spy mast. I think it was brought to us by the tendering for the spy. I think I misread it I think I read it the wrong way around. Okay. I actually have no problem with Lord Sancher, just although from the fact that I absolutely hate him because he's a deviant apparently. I guess we'll try and imprison him. Where is he? He is in Lawnmount, which is down there. Let's get a small army together there. Maybe a slightly larger army. No, we'll just raise all of our armies and then we'll see what we've got. We'll head over to Lawnmount. Okay, gives us something to do. Oh, who died? Lord Paramount Hoster of the Riverlands died. Oh, that now means that Edmure is now in charge. Okay. His heir is currently Rob of the North, which is something we don't really want. We don't really want the North having both the Riverlands and the North. That seems like a problem. That seems like a very large problem. But we can live with it for just now. It may not even be that bad. It may help us if they don't like Robert getting rid of him. Anyway, that should be enough men. Let's try this imprisonment of Lord Sancher. Oh, it worked. It always works when you prepare properly. We can hold them for a trial. Let's get rid of all these troops. There we go. Yep. Okay, we need a new commander. We'll put in a new commander. We'll put in... Terrence. Terrence seems fine. Okay. We need a new Master of Whisperers. We'll put in Kyra, Lady of Tarbrick Hall, who we've recently judged over. And she can start building our spy network in King's Landing. Okay, and then we will call Lord Sancher for a trial. Sancher has demanded trial by combat, is summoning his champion to Casterly Rock. Okay. Okay, light trial by combat. Let's see what we get. A daughter was born to Benedict Broom and Alania, named Pia Broom. Okay. That's fine. A month has passed and he has failed to find a champion for his trial by combat. Oh, okay. Lord Sancher of Lawnmount has demanded trial by before the court, which Lord Kevin shall oversee to ensure justice is served. He begins to present his defence, and some decent arguments were made. Many at court seemed to sympathise with him. Lord Kevin stood before the court and aggressively questioned the accused. Many at court were convinced by his arguments, but then again, many seemed unimpressed. Lord Kevin proclaims Sancher of House Jast is guilty. I think we'll send him to the wall. I don't think we're going to execute him for this, but I think sending him to the wall seems alright. Yeah. There we go, he's off to the wall, and then we now have Lord Antario Jast, who we could definitely get educated by like one of our own. That seems like an option. How about we have... no, we want you to be educated by one of ours. We could have one of our family do it. That seems alright. Who do we want? Maybe Kevin? We'll give him to our brother. That seems reasonable. Yes, the factions gain support, but we can't make it fire because it keeps having problems. That's alright. Yes, he'll accept the guardianship contract. Good, good. Lord Paramount Tywin Lannister, I hereby invite you to participate in the tourney of Sarsfield. This is below me, definitely. Is there anything maybe we want to do with Edmure? Like, are there any factions in the Riverlands? I don't think there are any way to support factions in a different realm, which is unfortunate, because that would definitely be useful. to maybe try and push the Wents in the Riverlands. I mean, we're their ally, which will naturally push them, but apart from that, not much else. We're still basically waiting for the leader of the Iron Isles to die so that we can actually have them come and help in this war. Anyway, we'll see. A son was born to Sir Thornley. Okay, that's fine. There were some raiders arriving in King's Landing. Well, actually, in King's Landing. Oh, okay. Robert's got even more men than he previously had. My loyal vassal, I've recently received some disturbing allegations against you from Lord Dauntus of Kingswood. I do not believe them, but you should know that he is no friend of yours. That utter bastard. Exactly. Is he my rival? Lord Dauntus of Kingswood. Is this the same Dauntus who is in the court later on in like in Joffrey's court? I'm not sure. I think it might be, but it might just be a similar name. Anyway, utter bastard. We'll tell him what we think of it. Is there anything we can do against him? We could convince someone that someone else is a traitor. That might actually be a good idea for Robert. Actually, if we can find somebody who dislikes Robert and convince Robert that they're a traitor, or someone that Robert dislikes, that could be an option. So basically, Robert's opinion of them is quite low. I don't think mechanically it matters whether his opinion of them is low, but I think you know, thematically it works. I think maybe if we could convince Robert that the Tyrells were plotting treason against him, it could definitely be a cool thing. Robert then declares on the Tyrells, and then we declare on Robert. That's an option. There's not a lot of people already in this plot, but we'll see what we can do. We'll see what we can do. Right. We'll auto-invite plotters, and we'll wait just a tiny bit. Okay, we've got a little bit of evidence. Let's see what else we've got here. So who is potential plotters? Doran is not willing to join the plot. Anybody with high plot power willing to join for money? Doesn't look like it. There's just a lot that are not willing to join the plot under any circumstance. Any willing to join for money? No, nobody is willing to join this plot. Okay, so nobody wants... Doran looks like he might. Nope. Opinion of Mace and opinion of us, but he's not willing to join the plot. So we could maybe convince him. Like, it looks like with money should convince him, but I'm not sure. We could offer him some and see if that would work. Do you want to join our plot? No. He's got 3 pluses, 1 negative, and he's not willing to join the plot. Interesting. Maybe certain traits stop it. Maybe like Craven maybe stops it. I don't know. Trying to figure that out. Anyway, we'll stop this. Maybe we'll just leave the plot open for now. I suppose actually, as long as one person's backed it, there's some chance of it happening. Okay, we'll have a lot of plots and things going on at the same time. That'll work. Anyway, let's keep going. Let's see if we get any events. Following the teachings of divinely inspired thinkers, a diligent human should strive for peaceful resolutions. I have members of my court who do not see eye to eye. It is my duty as their liege to arbitrate their disputes. It was a lot of talk, but it was well worth it. So we've arbitrated a dispute between the Crate Calls and a random member of our court. Oh, okay. That's fine. Anything else we're looking at? Just factions. Don't seem to be going anywhere. Okay. Well, I am going to end the episode here. Thank you for watching, and the next episode should be Tuesday, I think. So, go and watch that then. Thank you for watching. See you then. Goodbye.